Follow us on Instagram at Let's Be Frank Podcast.
I can't be in an open relationship, but I'm open to having a threesome. That's where we started with money. Nothing's ever straight. It always goes left.
It sounds about right.
Yeah, it goes left, it goes right. Cool. Now, as we progressed into the convo, Monty's now telling us that, she dropped a bombshell that she's been having sessions with gal.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I'm taken aback.
All right, now can I land? Because
when did that start? When did you start this journey?
A very long time ago, in my teens, I guess.
In your teens?
Yeah.
So how did it start? No, I want to understand.
I've always been.
I want to understand this journey.
I've always, from a teenager, not from like a kid. Though,
from PE, you used to check out gal.
Let's say like from 17, 18.
Yeah. Like when you were sexually active. Like.
Yeah, I've found girls sexually attractive.
So you used to check them out in class and
why not? I still check out girls now. What? It's got nice.
So do the girls,
I like sexy girls.
The girls that you were around then know that you're on lesbo stuff?
Yeah. And it's not lesbo stuff, damn.
So what is it? Girl on girl is lesbo?
Yeah, it is. But hear this, when I say I can't be in a relationship, me and you can't be girlfriends. And
okay.
I can't do that. I don't. Huh? Because I don't want to be with a girl.
Y'all are too gangster for you, innit?
Gangster? No, I don't think so.
You look like you get batted up by
me.
Yeah.
Oh,
have you on the
Frank
roads.
is just talking
have you on
shit
the
now.
roads.
Bedroom bullies and that.
Frank,
yeah, do you not know? I've seen
now.
Listen, I've seen gal
right now.
Like I said, I've spoken to some female friends of mine that have been involved in lesbian relationships, and they say it's not easy. Like one girl, she told me that her partner pulled guns on her and used to box her up and all that.
It must be a clash though.
All right, but can I finally land? Because all of that I don't know about. But I personally just I don't mind having sex with a girl, but I'm not going to be in a relationship. I don't want a future with a woman. I like men. I like men too. You got to remember that.
But you just enjoy girls.
Yeah, it's fun. Like, it's like
so
sometimes maybe, and sometimes you're just in the mood. Imagine the settings. All right, see these settings. Yeah, in the settings, you've got sexy girls, sexy. I remember girls.
Remember, I'm a guy.
So yeah, exactly.
I get it.
And girls, we see other girls. We know other girls are sexy. Some girls are just haters, so they might not agree. But you appreciate a beautiful woman.
Yeah. Go on.
You appreciate a beautiful woman. Everyone's in the mood. Imagine everyone's waved just a bit. The setting's just right, and you're vibing. One thing leads to another, and that's it. You're not gonna start pulling me up the next day. Oh, you're my baby.
Don't just drop one thing leads to another. Like that shit just be happening.
Yeah, because do you know what's shocking?
Do you know how many times one thing leads to another and sent man to jail?
All right, no, not like that.
So don't tell me one thing leads to another.
But you gotta understand that.
Can't discuss over that.
Yeah.
Me, I let people know that I'm attracted to them. I'll tell a girl. I tell girls. I to girls. I'll tell you. I think you're sexy.
But the thing is, you hear girls say that though.
And 90%.
Are they gonna follow through? Like,
yeah, but the thing is, some girls pretend to be bad. They might just want to lips you, and then that's it. They might just want to lips you, and then that's it.
Just to feel
but
what it
some
feels like.
Girls, most girls, let me bust your head. Yeah, let me bust your head. You lot will be shocked. Yeah, a lot of girls actually like girls too.
Yeah. That's what a
lot of girls like girls too.
I feel, but
women are peng. Like, I don't think.
Okay, so no homo. What you trying to say is basically a lot of.
What's no homo? 110%, right? Science, bro.
Yeah, but you're saying it too easy.
Yeah, I agree that because I agree. A lot of men are low undercover, low key. They want dick. Like I said before, they want the slurpy. They want to slurp that dick too. And listen, and that's
they
facts.
want the dick. You know?
They want it. That's facts. They just can't come out because of even get banded up. They want it. That's it don't make sense. This motherfucker. It don't make sense that girls are attracted to girls and man ain't gonna. Some men are attracted to men. That's facts. Some men.
Okay, for you.
I'm not saying all men. Some because some girls are not. Some girls won't.
Yeah, but slow down. But then there is gay guys though.
Yeah,
and then there's. But remember, it's more common for a woman to. It's not common. What's the word?
It's more commonplace.
It's more acceptable. Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
It
is more commonplace.
But when it's a man, it's like, oh my god. You understand?
Yeah,
so men are gonna be. Why do you think all these men, all these politicians get called out or exposed later on?
Yeah.
And remember that time on Twitter I don't know. Remember the Mandem thing where the roadmen were there sucking dick?
Oh,
remember?
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Do you remember on Twitter? This like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, they was from
There
DJ's
was bare videos. It was
DJ's
they were getting
ends.
exposed. Oh, you said DJ's.
The man from DJ's ends making porn and that. Gay
Yeah,
porn,
they were
man.
sucking it, man. Listen, I was even getting tips from them.
From his ends. Yeah.
What? So they were. What I saw with my eyes, I've been traumatized till now.
Can we have a moment of silence, please? Can we have a moment of silence
No.
for that comment, please?
I got tips.
Just
You lot can't tell me men are not into men the same way women are into women, man. You lot are straight. That's facts. But there are some men out there, same way you have some women that don't do women at all.
I'm glad you know. Listen,
Hey!
all I'm saying is,
Frank!
listen, I'm gonna sip my cup. Like I'm
Not involved in this.
You lot just need to accept that there are some men that might look at some. You don't know. Maybe one of your brethren's even looking at you, Frank, thinking, "No, Frank's sexy."
Bruh.
You'll be shocked. Yeah, you said DJ.
What, with the plaits or the new thing?
It's gonna seem fresh now. But shit, boy, if only I could. You don't know.
He got them looks going on.
Oh,
Damn,
days.
boy.
No, I believe that. I believe that.
That's
why-
it, cheekbones.
No,
you
do
know?
you know why I believe that? That's why, you got some guys, yeah, when their boys are in a relationship, that's when they want to spoil it because they want their boy for themselves. I'm telling you.
Right. What?
I believe that. I
Do you
don't
know
care.
what?
Don't
No.
tell me
Do you know what?
nothing.
On a serious note, interesting point. That is actually a very, very interesting point.
It's true though.
You wonder why
And you won't
some
know.
guys are so kind of not even. I couldn't even say against their boys' relationship, but they're just so like kind of poisonous towards it, and they do all this fuckery that they chat,
Because they
And
be
they
fantasizing.
twist stories and stuff. Like it's an interesting point of view. I wouldn't say I can agree with it or I understand it, but it is an interesting.
But can't you
point
just
of
want
view.
your guy to be
That can't
active?
just
No.
to win.
There's some.
Like,
Yeah. I need my boy because that's my A and B. That's how when we roll out, when we step out,
Okay.
in this
But
bitch.
imagine you're seeing
Yeah.
your boy happy.
and we're trying to get them.
Right.
You
Imagine
understand?
your boy's got a good girl. Not even.
It don't matter if he's got a good girl. Whenever he's with me is when we're power. When we march is when we step out. You
So you should
understand?
not be in a relationship because you people have power.
Yeah, don't bust, don't break the,
Frank,
don't
so you're not
kill
into
the
your boy.
vibe, innit? Like what? No, hey. Okay, what I'm saying is, yeah, like DJ said, sometimes it could just be about, do you know what? Me and my man, this is our vibe. When we step out, it's me and him.
Yeah.
Every
that's
weekend, every Friday, we're out on the grass or whatever, Saturday or whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. Now he goes and professes his love to a
goes,
gal. Goes and gets got. He goes and gets
So
got.
you should not get married.
Nah, it's just me on a Friday night with my Let's Be Frank cup.
Nah. But you two gotta
You know
get
what I'm
guts
saying?
now.
Like, some men are gonna be like, nah, man, bro, like, why
You gotta
you break
get
up the
guts.
team, man? Let's, do you know what I mean? It's about the good times. Like,
Well, like I said, I think that a lot of men are undercover
When are you
gays.
ready to let your brother go
Exactly.
and do this thing then?
If you're not ready to do that, you're gay. You just want to fuck your man.
oh,
Yeah.
No, but I think it's.
women sabotage their best friends?
exactly.
Yeah, because
the lesbians.
Yeah, but I'll tell you now. And let me bust your head. Okay?
You're on that.
Let me be honest with you. And let me bust your head. Let me tell you something,
Why did
yeah?
I say, 'cause
Let me
she
now
wants
tell you
them.
something, yeah? A lot of times, not none of my friends though, because I don't sleep with my friends, but a lot of times, girls as well. I've been with it's just hurting me up now.
Stuttering.
But yeah, so I believe men too. Yeah,
I must be out of touch.
a lot of
with
girls because
Trust
they
me.
love their girls. They're in love with their girls, so they don't want to see their girl.
I wouldn't say that. Going back to my man's question, I wouldn't say like there's a time that is okay for your boy to kind of settle down, but I just think it's dependent, isn't it, on where you are in your life. If you're at the time where you just want to live life, enjoy, like you guys have been hitting the strip every weekend, getting gal every weekend
For 18 years.
yeah, and then
Wow.
one weekend you meet one gal and man just don't even hear from you the next weekend.
Yeah.
You're just gone. So yeah, no, I hear that.
Monty, man. You just love throw spanner in the
Yeah,
works,
she
innit?
loves
Just-
it.
I'm not. I just tell it as it is because it's true. A lot of boy want to slap.
Oh, my days.
Slap. It's a good. It's nice. It takes.
She said it's nice.
It is.
Wait, okay. So let's actually let's be frank about this. Like, what you did. So at what point did you realize that? Yeah, do you know what? I'm feeling girl?
I don't know because I've liked girls for so long. I don't even know, but yeah, but if you're a girl in it, but I've always known that I don't want to be in a relationship with a girl.
Okay, so
I don't want.
based on
anything about
based
girl.
on that dynamic, yeah, you wouldn't be in a relationship, but you would you're happy to experience sexual activity with another female.
110%.
What creates the difference between the two, and why wouldn't you?
Because girls know what really. Guys do too, but girls know more of what a girl wants
On a pleasure team.
on a pleasure team.
Okay.
Really?
So they know where it
They
hits.
can suck the pussy well. They can
Really?
give too well.
But like
Guys do it too, but it's just fun, like.
every woman's different, no?
It's fun. Yeah, that's true.
So
It's
like
fun.
you might like getting beat, like broken off from the back, like break.
Yeah, that's why when I want to
Beat
get
up from the
broken
back.
off, that's when I holler a man.
Okay.
So there's different
And
types.
then if I want,
to be correct.
certain gal, but
then
certain,
boom, bam.
well, like we're saying, yeah, certain women that like the studs, the female, the gangster lesbians, yeah.
I don't
When they
need a
come with their
dildo in my
mandingo,
ass if when I
When
can
they come
get
with a
dick.
mandingo, yeah, but it's the same. It's the
It's
same
not. I
principle,
don't know about. I don't know.
But because I've always wondered why are you gonna use strap-on and dildos?
Yeah, I've never done that.
But you want to be with a woman.
That I
Like,
don't know
what
about.
kind of sordid
Yeah,
fantasy
yeah.
is that? Like, it's weird.
I don't know
It's
about
like,
that. People are different.
I want a woman to fuck me with a dick.
Yeah,
So
I
you
don't
might as
know,
well
man.
just go and
And
get a
fuck it.
tranny.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Innit?
Like an in-betweener. Or go
I don't know about
and
dating a
just
tranny,
chop
bro.
man.
I don't know though.
But it's like they don't want the headache of man, even though the headache of women is worse. But they don't want to commit to a woman because they want to be in love with a man, but they want to chop gal, but get fucked by man.
But isn't that just girls all over? Like they want what they want, innit? And
Yeah, I think
they
I would
can have
admit.
it.
I would admit, as women, we do like to have our cake and eat it
But how come women are entitled
Because
to
we-
so much blood?
because we run the
Fuck, man.
fucking world. I said it last week. I say it again. Women, money, and women run this world, and that's facts. Whether you lot want to believe that or not.
Because you can't get woman without money. And money.
you can get money without women.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's
but
what
hear
I'm
this,
saying,
hear
like.
this. There was a meme I saw the other day. But hear this. There was a meme. No, there was a meme I saw the other day.
I
Yeah,
want a bit less.
that goes, if when a man makes money,
Mm.
he wants to get a lot of women. But when women make
So
money,
what you make-
we believe we
What
don't
you make
need a
money
man.
for? Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand what I'm saying? That's why I feel like, you know, when women get money, they're boss. I don't need no man. I can do this myself.
Wait,
But when it's a man,
start again. No, I like that. No, I like that. That's words,
No,
there, man.
what I'm
Some
saying
gal
is-
need to hear this and understand
we
themselves.
see it's
Yeah.
it's women in general, like, and that's why I say women run the world, because I said it on my snap the other day as well that
Your world.
men, what is it?
Your world.
About
No gal, no one in my world.
Bye.
Just saying. innit?
Oh, God. But yeah, like, what was I saying?
Women run your world.
Women run the world. Yeah, because look, when you lot make money, when you lot do stuff, you're thinking of your wife, your kids, or what you want to do, or you know, men will cuss gold diggers, but as soon as they make money, they're going for that girl the one that
was
The
out.
it's the unachievable.
Yeah.
But it's about conquest.
but it's still for
Yeah,
women.
I
But it's
think
still
that's
for
part
a
of it.
woman.
It's conquest.
It is part
because
of it.
It's still
and
for a
this
woman.
is, and
You
this
just
is,
wanna know
Say
Even
that
if you,
yourself.
even if you want
I
to,
could.
exactly,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
still for a woman. You understand? A woman would not make money because she wants to attract man. I don't know, one girl that wants to be
making
a
money
boss.
to push man away.
yeah,
Or
to say,
to-
I'm
I can do this
man,
myself.
yeah.
You understand? But when it's men, hey, people, anyway, women run the world, like I said.
Follow us on Instagram at Let's Be Frank Podcast.
I said, if I ever die, I always want to come back and be a woman, a black Nigerian woman, for that matter. I don't want to be a man at all. Black, blue, yeah, I don't. I think you lot have it very hard.
Oh, bro.
Thanks.
Yeah. I
I
think
can see
women have it a lot easier, even though
can see
we've
that.
got. I think men have it hard. Like you lot have, like to be a woman, like
Yeah.
But black women on socials wouldn't agree with you. Like I feel like a lot of the
look, we
time
have
you
our
see-
struggles as a black woman, but a black man, even men, forget a black man. Let's be honest. As women in this world, we have it easier than men in general.
Yeah. Yeah,
We've
I
got
agree
we've got we've got our struggles and hardships, but men, you don't have to. If you hustle, you ain't get no girl.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah. It's refreshing to hear that come from a woman. Like, it's probably refreshing to hear that from a woman.
Yeah, it is.
Do you know what I mean? Especially a man eater like Monty. Yeah. You say, yeah.
How can you call me a man eater?
Woman eater. Eater. Do you get me? But like, men, like, not even to make a comparison.
You don't have to focus on.
Not to make a comparison.
Like, when I make money, all I'm thinking about are my bills. And maybe my mom.
Your hair.
Yeah.
Your nails,
you don't have to think about
lip gloss,
you. You have to think about girls. If you got a wife, kids, sighting. And that's on you people. No one has to be having 10 girls anyway.
You that you be having guy and girl on the side. you got a boyfriend with a girlfriend on the side. Go on.
Yeah, but that's what I said though.
Because you like to throw shade out there, innit? Like, you like to dash it out, innit? So swallow some as well, innit? You get me?
Oh my god, you just put me on the spot. But yeah, and then you don't have to. I just think it's harder for men. I don't want to be a man.
I ain't drunk enough to have this conversation.
Yeah. Now, pull up, man. There's a Maggie there.
Pour it up, pour it up.
Are you saying you want a Maggie?
No, I'm good, bro.
You sure? Listen, okay, look. Next one. As we were unable to touch on it last week, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, the BLM movement. I feel they're two different things. I really, really do feel they're two different things. I've seen a lot of positive stuff coming from in regards to Black Lives Matter as a movement, representing the society, coming forward as a culture, everyone stepping up as a unit, as a community. But then I feel like the BLM thing kind of went a bit left. I don't know. Not
left in how? As in how?
Okay, and regardless, it went left because instead of talking about Black Lives Matter, you started talking about the transgenders and everything else.
Yeah.
Outside of Black Lives Matter. Now, my thing
that had to be spoken about.
But my thing is, Black Lives Matter is lives, so that includes the transgenders,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. I think the lesbians, the guys.
No, God forgive me. Yeah, God forgive me. I had to catch myself. I was gonna say the homos, but I know that's politically incorrect.
Yeah. I get what you're trying to say.
I'll be honest. I know that's politically. That's why I paused it and I had to think about it. But you know, Black Lives Matter. It's Black lives. So regardless of what your orientation is, or like regardless of what you're on as a Black person, you as a Black individual is what we're trying to address the misjustice, the injustice and the mistreatment and the, you know, I felt the
inequality.
Yeah.
But do you know why I think the transgender thing was popped up? Because I don't know if you saw it when you saw. Did you see the video of the Black boys beating up that transgender girl?
Oh.
So it's like Black. You know, saying Black Lives Matter, but also we mean. I think people are just trying to say all what you're saying. Black lives, all Black lives. So fuck it if they're gay, lesbian, transgender, drag, whatever. They're black. Yeah. Let's be. You understand? Let's not. And I feel like I don't see a transgender and I want to slap them up because they're not straight. Or, you understand? I don't know.
Yeah, know what you're on.
Like it's not my business. You understand what I'm trying to say? Shut up. So it's like, as long I don't know, man. And then I feel like if you're so triggered by it, I feel like if you're straight and you're very secure in your straightness, you will not feel no way about a gay man or transgender because you're straight. So it's like you probably, if they try to mute you, you're like, no, I'm not on it. But I feel like men that get triggered by these things, because mostly men are the ones that are they've been questioning their sexuality from time, and they've been looking at men and getting boners and thinking, why?
Oh wow.
No, let's say it straight. Wow. Let's be frank.
But this is the thing, though. This is let me address that. Here. This is the thing. In regards to that, sometimes it's just a matter of, as a guy, to see another guy act outside of the stereotype of being man. It's questioned like, no, what are you doing?
But you know there's a lot of guys.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's that. It's like,
but you know there's a lot of guys that are a bit.
It's not necessarily about.
They're straight.
Wait, it's not necessarily about camp.
And they're straight.
But even then, man will still be like, yo, bro, like.
But even then, man, I don't know.
Don't hold the ball like that. Or like, Why are you carrying your bag like that?
But see, this is my issue. This is why I always tell
Or
people.
why did you buy that blouse?
I think this is why we need to. This is why we need to teach people that being gay is a sexuality. It's not by what you wear. Like people were saying, thugger. Like, all right, perfect example, yeah, are the way Jamaican men. I'm not even saying in general. Like Jamaican men dress, like someone like Elephant Man now. Elephant Man, them kind of before, you know, when they wear the tight jeans and the yellow, and then they'll do that. Not in our day and age now. If no one knows him, they'll think he's gay because the way he dresses. That's why I like to tell people that it's a sexuality. It don't matter the way someone dresses or looks. Young Thug wears dresses. You understand? If you're gay, you are gay. That's your sex. You are gay. Does that mean? Like, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say.
I want to ask everyone in the room a question. You know? Back then, when David Beckham wore that thing,
What thing?
The dress, the skirt.
When was that?
Blouse, yeah, he dropped the skirt, innit? And he had the little ponytail on that.
Oh, when was that?
You remember that?
I don't remember that.
No.
Yeah, Beckham, and he was like, yeah. Everyone was like, it must have been Posh's idea. He had but then, okay. The question I want to ask is basically, when, for those that do know, when Beckham did it, what was your feelings? What was your opinion on that? What did you think about it? Or was you cool? It's Beckham, it's cool, it's a dress.
Me personally, I thought, Beckham was the only player that was allowed to do.
Why?
See, that don't even make sense.
No.
Like, he could get away with it.
Yeah, he could get away with it.
He was the only one that
because of his fashion sense.
He had the wife that was in the main celebrity in Spice Girls. He was seen like the celebrity footballer. So he could get away with it.
He could get away with it. So he could get away with it because of his fashion sense.
Basically.
Okay, so
me personally, I think it's something to stay relevant.
Okay.
Like you just think he's
like the media thing, like clout thing.
Yeah.
But how did you feel about it? But how did you feel about it? Like, was you like, man, like he's just trying to be Beckham in it, golden balls. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like another thing. Remember, your woman's one of the lead girls, the Spice Girls.
Yeah.
Like, call you the England footballer, Manchester United, whatever. But at the same time, it's still something to stay relevant. You know what I mean? Remember that time Beckham wore a fucking skirt? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because he probably went for it. He had the skirt and the braids.
Publicity stuff.
Don't you remember these? He had the skirt and the braids.
Yeah, I remember the braids.
That's the time he done the skirt.
Oh, okay. I remember the braids.
But what I would say is, okay, Monty, what I would say is, okay, cool. Beckham did the skirt and the braids. All right. Bit weird. Like, weird flex, but yeah, it's whatever it is. But when you go to Nigeria, what do a lot of, like, uncles at home, what do they wear?
What do you mean?
They wear rapper.
But that's culturalized though. It's a different thing.
Okay, so basically, unless it's your culture, it can be deemed a bit fruity.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? You lot just proved my point. Exactly what I said.
You slow down. I'm the one asking the question.
Me personally, as a white brother who's grew up in a white household, I personally, What
about Scottish people?
That's
I was going to get there.
That's a culture thing.
It's a culture thing. Yeah. That's a culture thing. I believe even the Greeks as well. They do it as well.
No, they went to war.
They wore the little short dresses. The Greeks.
They went to war in them things.
You can't compare it to A$AP Rocky now.
No.
Why? Because he's a man then.
And because he's black. And because he's black. Exactly.
With a maxi dress.
If you are gay, you're gay. Forget the way you dress. If you're gay, you're gay. It's not about the way you dress. It's not about the way you talk. If you are gay, you are gay. Like,
hold on, Monty. Listen. Remember what we're talking about.
I am, but you lot are
talking
just
about the dress, the skirt thing. Innit? Like, is it?
And also, I was going to say something else. Oh shit.
But why? But my thing is why?
Monty just wants to call
why do men? But maybe it is right. Like what was being said about its publicity stuff. Because why do you as a man want to wear a dress?
All right. Do you guys know that in the 18s, heels, the first ever heels were made for men? Men used to wear heels.
Don't know that.
Yeah. Remember they used to wear, yes, you've seen it in the car. They used to
I've
wear
seen
heels.
I've seen it.
Yeah, the heels.
Was it?
Remember the heels? All right, let me go Google it. You lot know. When I show you now, you'll see it because you'll be like, I saw that in cartoon.
Check it out first.
Watch.
What is it for short men? No.
Men wore heels.
That's what I'm saying. Like short men wore heels, or just men like. Give me that size 13.
The little.
Give me a size 13 in this.
The first heels were made for men. Hold on.
Give me a 6-inch in one day.
Fuck you.
Open toe. Toe thing.
Listen.
Open toe thing size 12.
High heel shoes were originally created for men.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
Let me tell-
pause.
look.
Can you explain
Where's your
facts?
source?
Like,
Yeah,
where's your
like, what-
source? Don't say Wikipedia.
No, it's on here. I'm trying to find the
Who's the
pictures.
designer?
All right, yeah,
Gucci?
boom. Like these kind of. Remember these kind of pictures you see. Like
No.
No.
back in the day.
Well, yeah.
I wasn't looking at
They
his
were
crap.
This is what I'm trying to say. No, this is what I'm just trying to say as it's evolved. Like back in the day.
Yeah, the Nike heel and toe.
I can't stand these lot. They don't want to agree. Look. Back in the days, this is
Yeah, I
what you would have
remember,
been
yeah, I
wearing,
remember.
bro.
Where do you remember
You
that?
would have been wearing
You see
this.
it in the Elizabethan times, like
You
Mozart.
You
all
lot
them
would have been
times,
wearing
they used
these.
to wear
They
them-
were made for
the heel
men.
thing, the heel
Let me
thing
tell you
with
lot
the
this
buckle.
now. That's
So
how
then
you
what
see
were
the
the women
Romans.
then?
I think flat shoes or maybe the same thing still, but I didn't really go into that.
Plimsolls.
But
The guy
hear
never
this,
wearing
yeah.
plimsolls. And
I
Air
just feel
Forces.
like you think you're gay, innit? It don't matter what you
You
look
should,
like.
hold on, okay, money. I want to understand. No.
Money's fascinated with gay
With
talk,
men
you know?
being gay.
Yeah.
Not women being lesbians, men being gay.
Because men don't
Has-
like to.
has a
Because I want
guy-
it to be I want it to be the same way we accept lesbians. I
Okay,
think people
say his
just
name.
date
Who's
their
the guy that you want to call out? Who's the guy you
A
want to
lot
call
of
out?
men, there's bare of them. I don't want to start dropping names when
Say
they
their
start
names,
before
say
they.
their names,
I
say their
don't
names.
do.
Feel
I can't
free.
do that before they come out.
Be
and-
frank,
and
be honest, get it off your chest.
A lot of guys, a lot of guys.
And what makes
A
you
lot of
think-
even artists that I've met, like, I've chilled with them. I'm just like, and God knows, yeah, my friends. They don't call me witch for no reason. I'm telling you, when I know something, I'm right.
What? Your friend what?
90.9% of the
They don't do
time,
what?
when Monty says something, Monty's right.
Jesus.
Facts.
Jesus.
The God's feeling here.
Jesus.
I'm telling you, I've chilled with man, and even from men, like I've never personally experienced a crazy experience, but my friends, when a guy wants a finger in his booty, a dildo in his booty, I automatically think you're gay. Because if you could take a finger or a dildo in your ass, that means you could take dick in your butt. Frank, don't die and say it's Monty that made you choke hair. Because no, guys have asked girls to lick their assholes. Guys have asked girls to put their finger in their butt. I personally had a guy, and if I tell you the name of the guy, look, you heard him. I'll say after. I was seeing a guy, yeah, that when I was giving him head, he wanted me to squeeze his bum. That's a fact. I'm not joking. So I'm telling you now, once a man wants anything to do with an asshole, that's what I'm saying. That's why I will say this till I die.
At the same time.
He's just wanting it, like he's just wanting it squeezed.
Grab
Like.
my ass.
And then again, my friends have said when they've given guys head and they're licking like the balls and that, like the guy, like when they start licking towards the butt, the guy just love it. Like man's all.
See, that's why I'm not a fan of head. Because head leads to other things.
Yeah, like
it's too much of confusion, bro. One girl
Come out of there like,
Chat
yo,
to-
what
chat-
the fuck happened?
one girl tried to suck my dick, tried to lick my thing. Nah.
Do you know why she tried to do that?
I'm
Because she's
cool.
probably done it to another guy and he
And
loved
enjoyed
it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why I keep saying that. I feel like a lot of guys are undercover. They just can't come out because people like you cuss them off. You don't bad them up.
You got
See,
you
No,
gotta
but
you
but
gotta ask
then
for consent for that shit.
Yeah.
Like, we have to.
Yeah.
You can't just put it in your
No,
tongue.
but some guys will
Like,
come
do
out
you
and
like
say,
this?
"Babe,
Or-
put your finger in the bottle,
Yeah.
Is it
babe,
cool if I-
lick my ass." Yes, but some guys will come out and ask. The girls
Yeah,
to do-
but-
Oh,
Man will
you
lubricate
lot.
their thumb, you know.
Allow it.
Personally, me.
Man will lubricate
Me
their thumb,
personally,
you know.
yeah, as freaky as I am, I just don't like anything to do with buttholes.
Okay.
That's just me. I don't do all of that.
You don't-
But nah, not even to myself. Don't even do it to me. Actually, you can lick my ass though if you're a guy. But wait.
You see when I say I need to understand you, that's why I ask you certain questions, because I want to understand what you're thinking when you're
Wait,
thinking.
I'm just saying that zero. Bare people are doing what. Listen, they just don't want to be hiding it. They pretend the truth.
Start saying names.
Anyway, Frank,
We
I'll
want
tell you.
names. We want
I'll tell you and
confirmation.
DJ after the one that told me to be squeezing up his bum, bruv. He's all clipped to me. He's batty man. They're all, that's rude to say, not batty man, but they all gay. They just need to come out and just own their shit like with chest.
And what, so man know them?
Wow.
What rapper?
Wow.
110% rapper.
North, south, east, or west?
Huh?
North, south, east, or west? Was it north? North, south, east, or west?
That sounds like a
I don't want to end up in the shade bar.
That sounds like a
No. Actually, no. And then again, another thing. I think you see them man that are bare, them road
Macho.
man that are bare, not even macho. You know the road men that are just bare
Aggressive.
aggressive. It's bare testosterone that they want to boss, like they want to the man, but they can't do it. So they
though?
Some of them man just need a hug, man.
Yeah, it's mommy issues.
And they want and they need someone to put a fucking thing up their ass.
No,
That's what they need.
That is
as well.
outrageous.
Some of them, not all of them. Some of them obviously mommy issues and that, but
I'm out of touch.
Cool. Let's get back on track, innit?
I know. How did we go from
It's
Black
Monty,
Lives
bro.
Matter
It's Monty, bro.
to
Just talking about getting
jamming shit up arse and that? Like,
yeah, it's Monty. Yeah, so look,
Monty always got that narrative where, wherever the conversation's going, you must know that man want dick. Like, that is it. Like that.
yeah, like I was saying, where I was going with it was because I want it to be more accepted. Like, say when you lot are cool with girls being, if you see two girls kissing, you know, be like, oh shit. Two man kissing.
No,
Yeah, but why?
I think that's
Leave them
nasty.
alone. Leave them alone.
I think that's
Stop
nasty.
doing that around me.
It's not good to
Yeah.
lie. It's not good to lie.
No, don't touch,
Lying
don't
is a
touch
sin.
that. No,
Lying is a
don't
sin.
lick that. Oh, God. Ooh.
Lying is a sin. So yeah, like I just think that the way, I don't know, when it comes to man, you lot are just always, you just need to just leave them, let them day their day, man. It's not your brother, it's not your uncle, no, just leave them. And if it is, oh well, fuck.
Okay, cool. Can we get serious again, please?
Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
How did we get from Black Lives Matter?
Exactly.
Conversation went
It's
left.
you.
That's
It's
what I
always you. What I'm saying is, what I want to ask you guys is, in regards to the protest, because there was the the main rally in regards to the whole what's his name?
Tommy Robinson.
Tommy Robinson. The
Oh,
whole
Tommy
Tommy
Robinson,
Robinson
yeah.
link up thing.
Like the EDO.
I was,
like,
What was Tommy
EDO,
Robinson?
the
Sorry,
EDO,
what's that?
The EDO.
the white racist.
English defense.
Oh, that idiot. That
Yeah.
thing. Oh, yeah.
English Defence League. That's
Yeah.
what they call it. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, my thing is, I badly, wholeheartedly wanted to go down there. But I was advised by a few loved ones that, look, you know what, Frank, this is not where you show your fight. You show it in a different way. Because they were fearful that I was going to go down there and get into trouble.
And clap some people's heads.
Now, I hear you. I understand that because I know what I'm on and I will take it there. Do you get me? If you've been around me in any sort of confrontation or conflict, like, it's weird because I am a peacemaker, but at the same time, once I do cross that line, it's like, yo, fuck it. All hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
So I was advised that, no, don't go down there. And to be fair, I took to the advice because in previous situations, previous occasions, not regarding like Black Lives Matter or anything, but I've got into trouble being the one trying to overdo or trying to do the most and protect everyone and no, but
Good Samaritan.
not even good Samaritan. Like, this is the reason for the fight. Like, I am the revolution. Do you get me? Like, within a group, I am the revolution. I'm the one that's going to go against the grain. I'm the one that's going to stand up. I'm the one that's going to kneel. I'm the one that's going to fist pump. I'm the one that's going to tell my man, shut up. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I did have to kind of take a step back, like, look, okay, do you know what? The way we're protesting this thing, some, it's just a Instagram photo opportunity. For some, that's how I took it. I looked at a lot of, and I just thought, you're proper just doing this to say, I was there, I took a photo, I'm repping. You don't really care because to some, whatever degree, it doesn't affect you to the degree that it affects others. Now, I've been in situations where I've been put under scrutiny by the police, and there's other black people that's told me that, look, just do what they want, like, you can't behave like that. And I'm like, but you're only saying that because you don't know. You don't know what it's like to be out here and experience these things and be pulled over 5 times a day just for being in a BMW. You've got insurance, MOT, your car's working, it's a new reg car. Why are you pulling me over on multiple occasions? And I've got insurance. And getting stopped twice by the same set of police. Yeah. What did you expect to change? Oh yeah, we're just doing, there was a report that, but listen, you stopped me twice today already. Why are you now?
It should be on the record.
It will be on your system. Oh yeah, it's not come up on our system. Why? Right? But I bet you if I'd slapped someone a week ago, it would come up on your system. Or if I got nicked for having weed in my car half an hour ago, it would be on your system, innit? Do you get me? So what I'm trying to explain to is like, look, as much as I did want to go down there, I realised that, yes, we have to understand that not everybody's fight is frontline. It's just like with any war. Do you know what I mean? Not everybody's fight is to be frontline. Some people have to be in the offices typing letters and hitting up politicians and trying to lobby and stuff like that. Some people, frontline, go and crack some EDO heads and, you know what I mean? Some people, you got to take on the police. Like, take on the establishment. Do you know what I'm saying? And
the most frustrating thing could be to do nothing.
Definitely, 100%. That's what, and again, it was like my kind of conscience was eating me because I was like, okay, so what do I do? How do I make my contribution to this effort?
I think during this time, everyone did their own thing. Like me, I personally didn't go to no protest, and then people were trying to call me out and once you're not going to protest. But I've been protesting. Like if you've known me for a long time and you've seen my Instagram, if you go all the way down, I went to the Libya. I've been to the Libya protest. I've been to the Black Lives Matter one. I've been to a lot of protests. So it's like all I was doing was making people aware. You know what I do on social media now, where I'll be posting up stuff here and now, and I think everyone had their little role. Because then you got people that were just focusing on the Black businesses. You got people that were making people aware, people teaching the history, and then you got people going to protest and people going out all violent and that. And I agreed with every single one, even the violence. So I feel like during this period, everyone had the little they contributed in a way.
But more time,
you know what I'm trying to say?
More time, it don't necessarily need to be seen. As long as you feel like you've done your piece.
Exactly.
That's the main thing.
Exactly.
As long as you're
I
happy
agree with that
what
too.
you've done,
like
I agree with that. Exactly.
That was my thinking.
I agree with that.
It's not. I'm not doing it to show you I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it because this is the cause that's worth doing it for.
Yeah.
What I wanted to. Okay, cool. Like I can actually hit on this because Free is here and DJ. To DJ first, how did you feel or how do you feel being able to kind of like speak from both sides of the coin? How do you feel? How has colorism affected you? How's racism affected you? If it has or hasn't, do you know what I mean? Growing up being young, like coming from Hackney, being mixed race, you know, having those two, you know, and then getting right
that's
to
a bit sticky in the middle, isn't it?
To be honest, like I don't feel like I've never had like anything racist said to me. Like I've never had that sort of experience before. But more so the fact that I would say that sort of coming from Hackney, I've got a stigma to me anyway of that in work life and stuff. And it's things that wouldn't be as obvious, that you haven't been given certain opportunities because of where you've come from. And just that I kind of lean towards more of the black side. Like you know me.
So what are you saying? You've more seen like almost like a class kind of struggle as opposed to like racism.
Yeah, but I would say it's partly to do with my colour as well. But I don't know if I was a white guy coming from Hackney, I don't know how that would have changed kind of my opportunities and things like that. So like I wouldn't say, I don't want to kind of jump on the bandwagon and be like, I understand completely just because I have got black in me and most of my people are black, but I am very close with my white side of my family as well. So
okay, can I touch on that?
I'm more closer to my white side of my family, but I've got more black friends.
That's what I want to touch on because obviously like being like my bro and that, I've seen kind of your family dynamic, some of your family dynamic, and like you're saying, I would always say that you're closer to your white side. Yeah, but it's obviously looking at that from my perspective, it's like, bro, like this guy's just all up with the Irish them, but he's on ends with, man. Do you get me? Like, you know, like everything like his name is Deji. Like he's been baptized Nigerian. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's weird to have that dynamic. Like, so how? Okay, in that sense, family wise, like what has there been a clear difference between the two sides? Between the two sides of the family? Has there been any sort of unspoken prejudice when you've been around? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I always think like, because my mum's one of 7 kids in it, and she's the only one who who went with someone black and has mixed race children.
Yeah.
Okay.
My nan and granddad, like my white nan and granddad, they have 21 grandchildren. Me and my sister are the only
straight Irish
ones with colour. So yeah, you think that, but we've never been subjected to something that's obvious again.
Okay, yeah.
Like, but we don't know, we don't know how people feel certain times. Yeah, like obviously, I don't know how my nan and my granddad felt at the time that my mum was with a black guy. All of them sort of things that you always think like.
But you've never felt
outcast.
Yeah, you've never felt different.
Nah. Like obviously we know we're different.
You can see it. Like you take pictures, you like the darkest guys in the picture. Like, do you know what I mean? Like
we know we're different, but
you've never been treated different.
It's never been an obvious treatment or like that. We're different.
Like you lot will always get an invite to the family barbecue.
Yeah.
You know them ones, man, come on, man, to the pub. You know what I mean?
and then
and
touching on obviously the family, as to why I'm closer with my white family, and that's solely due to like the black side of my family just not being like not putting family first. Like they didn't really see it as a, like my uncles and they got kids everywhere. It's one of them ones. Like they just breed. Like that's what they're on.
They're just choppers.
So I've got cousins that I don't know. It's like one of them situations. I probably only know. I think I only know 3 of my cousins. Like and there's probably about at least between the 2 of them 20 kids. Like so. Yeah, it's just solely down to that. I knew my nan and my granddad, like who obviously, but other than that, it's just.
So Free, if you don't mind chiming in, So, what's your take on the whole Black Lives Matter movement, the George Floyd, just everything in general that's been going on? You know what I mean?
You look at me, a white brother who grew up in a predominantly black area, like with Green, surrounded by gang violence.
Yeah.
You know, whether being involved in it or whatever. Colour was never really a thing. Like, it was never like, I felt out of place or anything like that. It was never like, you never felt a divide amongst, the bros and whatever. You know what I mean?
Just to kind of zoom in on something. So, in regards, obviously, I'm assuming that you predominantly hung around with black people.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so, didn't you ever feel to yourself that, or didn't you ever experience that, okay, do you know what? I'm white,
Never.
You've never felt the difference. You've never felt a segregation. You've never
like
walked into a shop.
Privilege
you walk into a shop, everyone walks into a shop and they get onto your boys instead of you.
No, because I walk into the shop with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like, it's the same thing, you know what I mean? We're all going in there together. You know what I mean? Probably the only time I've ever seen racial anything towards me is probably having mixed race kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so what was that like? What was that like in regards to family? Like, okay, cool, because I can just picture you.
My family's from Hackney. Okay,
you know what I mean?
So the friends of family back then were mixed people. You know what I mean? Like a mixed group of people. Then
so let's say like you know what I mean? Like you're walking down the street, got your little one in the pram. And
we're like walking down the street with your baby mother's another thing, being called an N lover. You know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? People looking.
Where do you get most of the who gives you most of the prejudice?
White people.
Oh yeah? Okay.
White people, believe it or not. You go to like a predominantly white area, like you take your girl to somewhere like Bournemouth or somewhere like that, and they look at you like, wow, what the fuck is going on here?
Can I say something? Can I just touch on something as well? I feel like
do not go left.
I'm not.
No gay.
Wait.
No nothing.
I feel like us black people, especially in England, in London, I feel like we have felt the racism, I feel like we haven't felt it to the extent that, to the way, I feel we're going to get it a lot harder very soon. And you know why I say that? I feel like because a lot of black people are in London. So we're in a little bubble. The richer we get, which we are, a lot of black people now owning business, becoming millionaires, we're going to start buying houses outside of London. So we're going to start settling in places where it's...
that we never really
and then that's when, there's certain places in London that probably no black person lives outside England. I mean, sorry, in England, but so it's like, I feel like
I actually saw something like that.
We haven't actually felt
never
it
seen
yet.
a black person in person.
And I believe that.
Because London's so diverse.
Exactly.
We
forget.
We forget England's a white country.
We actually forget.
You go to Chelsea.
Yeah,
of course. Certain ends, you ain't wanting
exactly.
to hear it.
Exactly, you know what I'm trying to say.
What
Forget
you doing
Birmingham.
around here, boy?
That's what I'm saying.
These ain't here. These parts here ain't for your kind.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like I feel like, especially even in London, I feel like we still don't. I feel like even a lot of people are saying Black Lives Matter and they're moving with the movement. They don't understand it. I don't think a lot of people still understand the actual racism and what's really going on.
Yeah. But
they know there's racism, but they're not deep in.
You see what you're saying there, yeah? What I would say in regards to that is some people, obviously we know it's an issue. It's a
and I'm talking about black people as well.
Yeah,
a lot of black
people
don't
we know it's a genuine issue. I'm generalizing it. I'm not going either way, but I'm generalizing. There's white people, there's black people that don't understand the true issue there.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, DJ Free, we've come from the ends, so to speak. Like in a nutshell, we've come from the ends. We've grown up around certain things. We've been exposed to a certain way of life and a certain way of dealing with the institution. Do you know what I'm saying? DJ, I remember I used to get nicked regularly. Do you get what I'm saying? And half the time I'm getting nicked is because I'm speaking out at the bullshit. So you stopped us the third time in one day in the same car. It's the same occupants. It's the same set of police. What did you pull us over for? Yeah, there's been something happening in the area. Yeah, but you know our descriptions. You know it is us. Do you get what I'm saying? Did they report a blue car? No. Did they report a tall light skin you and a short dark skin you? No. So why did you stop us? It's our job to do so. What I'm saying is experiencing literally injustice growing up. I'm now at a stage where I look back and I think, do you know what? All the times that I was getting nicked, do you know what? I should have even done more. I should have put down my foot even more because I remember there was a time I did catch I did have to go to court and I went to court and the judge, funnily enough, asked me this question. He said, "What is your opinion of the police?" And it was such a mad question to be asked. I think I was about 19. And I did speak the truth. Like I spoke sincerely from my heart because what I said was, I feel disappointed by the police. These here are supposed to be people policing. I think that one of their first duty is a duty of care for the community. You know, protect and serve. But you guys don't protect me. You hurt me. You stop me. You prejudice me. You prejudice me. Like you treat me with a prejudice because you don't know me. I've never met you before, but you're treating me like little whatever, little rascal from up the road that's shotting. I used to go to college. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I didn't indulge in certain things, but there was a period of time where I was a law-abiding citizen and I was still treated with this sort of disdain. And it made me, like I said, the judge asked me, what do you think? And I was like, look, you lot are just a bunch of bullies. You're a bunch of bullies. You've been given a uniform and that uniform has given you an entitlement and a sense of privilege and a sense of power to be able to do more or less, because you lot are the lawmakers. How do you question the people that create the law? And then the people that create the law are oppressors. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. The people that are creating this law, that are giving you the power to oppress me, are the oppressors. But you've been put in place as an intermediary to essentially do their dirty work. Treat me like shit, deal with me, lock me up. Look, sitting in jail, you sit and you think, blood, how the hell did I end up in jail?
But then again, I think also, especially back in the day, it's not really now, but remember, police officers are just to enforce the law. They don't really have, it's all politics. Like, they don't really have, they're just to enforce the law and make sure everyone's abiding by the law. And what is that a lot of people do not know their rights. They don't know simple.
Yeah, 100%.
Like perfect
100%.
example is a phone. When they get you, when they you know, if you have your Face ID or whatever, or fingerprint. They can ask you to actually unlock it with your face, but if you have a password, they can't tell you to do it. They can't tell you to open your phone. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh, so
a policeman can come to you.
Wait, how do you know that?
Anyway, so
so wait, what were you getting up to in the lockdown? Because
no, not in the lockdown, but I've known this. Like I know, but then again, I just read a lot and do stuff. Then I'm a bit of a neek.
Follow us on Instagram at Let's Be Frank Podcast.